Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Tuesday Talk. This is the February wrap-up, and I have some good news. I finally got the Whoosh. So I'm just going to give you the results right off the top, and then I'm going to show you my chart and kind of summarize what I think made the difference for me this month. There's a couple of things, and then I have a new download for you guys, like a free cheat sheet download for those of you that want it. So we'll get to that in a moment, but let's get to the results. After 5 months of zero movement, so November 1st to the end of last month, I had 0 inches lost and 0 pounds. Even though I did all the right things, and there was literally no cheating in there either. So this month I lost 5.1 pounds. I lost 1.5 inches off my hips and 1/2 inch off each thigh, and everywhere else stayed the same, which I'm good with because I'm bigger, waist down than I am on top. So it's kind of nice to see that, the bottom half of me is trying to catch up to the top half of me. So I'm very excited. So I had to just give you that news right off the bat. So before we go to my tracking sheet, I want to give a shout out to these new members who have joined in the last week since my last shout out. 12 new members. We have, as of yesterday, we've had 2 private member Q&As. Those are so much fun for me. So thank you to the new members, first of all, for joining, and second of all, for giving me your questions, because I learned from your questions as well. And I'm really loving doing this. So how to join is down below if you care to support the channel and just get a little bit of private attention to your questions. That's what it's all about. So let's get on to the chart for the week. So let's take a look at my chart. You should see this chart up on the screen there. So this shows the last couple of weeks. The first week of February, for those of you that have been following me, I was gone for a few days. I came back around February 6th or 7th, completely out of ketosis, although I didn't. I ate in restaurants and had, basically meat. I didn't cheat. So, it's just one of those things. It's easy for me to get kicked out of ketosis for whatever it is they put in restaurant meat. But anyways, that's okay, because when I came back, I really started to focus. I did a Sardine Challenge, which I told you about a couple weeks ago. And then last week I did yet another Sardine Challenge. I also did a whole bunch of mixing up of things. So after last week's Sardine Challenge, and by the way, that one we did on video, and it will come out Sunday after, and it's already out by the time you see this, actually. It's coming out today. That's, you should be able to watch those 3 days. You can see exactly what I did and what my results were. So this chart, let's start with the day after the last Sardine Challenge, which is February the 19th, is the day after my last Sardine Challenge. My ketones just shot up to 2.8. You can see right there. I'm mixed up. Okay. 2 days after the Sardine Challenge, my ketones shot up to 2.8. And look at this past week. I've had 1 or 2 cans of sardines just mixed in with my usual beef and whatnot. But my ketones have really stayed up high, like close to 2. Like there's a couple of 1.9 days. But even the last 4 days, 2.2, 3, 4, today it was 2.9. And what I have been doing to kind of change things up is after the Sardine Challenge, I did a 1-day fat fast. After the fat fast, I did a 1 day of a 24-hour fast. Now, I just want to stop for a moment there. That was February the 23rd and the 24th. I found the day after I did the fat fast, my ketones were really good. I felt really good the next morning. I did not feel like eating. And I kind of looked at, I ate my last meal. It was about 3 or 3:30 in the afternoon because the fat fast really fills you up. When I woke up the next day, I was like, you know what? I've only got a few hours until I get to hour 24. Let's go. So that's, I had almost completed the 24-hour, one meal a day type situation before I even thought about doing it. So it kind of showed me that if my ketones are nice and high, my appetite is completely suppressed. It's really easy to do a fast the next day. And so this is something I'm going to keep in mind going forward. I think I'm going to do maybe one fat fast, a 1-day fat fast every week, just to kind of get my ketones up, keep them up there. Probably going to do a sardine fast at least once a month. I felt so fantastic. And maybe this month I'll also try a 36-hour fast, this coming month. I don't know. I just found that when I look at my last 2 weeks here, there was a lot of mixing things up. 3 days of Sardine Challenge, 1 day of fat fast, a 24-hour, a 20, and a 16-hour intermittent fast. Today I'm not fasting at all. I'm probably going to have just 3 meals. I'm trying to have a higher protein day because I am trying to get my protein numbers higher. I am working out, doing a resistance training class 3 days a week, which I think is going to benefit me greatly. And, I'm trying to take what I'm learning there to see what I can do at home in between times, just to kind of, get some extra movement in and build some muscle. So I want to make sure I keep my protein numbers from going too low. Fat fast, usually my protein is about 20 grams only. So the next day I want to make sure I get that up again. I know some people do longer fat fasts, but I usually really want, a big steak the next day or something. And I know, I'm in Kelly Hogan's coaching group, and she's having a lot of success alternating days, fat fast, regular high protein carnivore day, fat fast, high protein carnivore. She says her muscle is going up, but she also works out. She does CrossFit. So, it's I think your body needs a little bit of confusion. I've been binge watching a lot of videos these days about that subject, metabolic confusion, changing things up. I've always been one to change things up. If things start to stagnate and I'm not moving, I like to change things up. Sometimes what I change it to works, and sometimes it doesn't, but it's always a good learning experience, because even learning what not to do is you're learning. So I never have any regrets about anything that I try, because it gives me information. So sardine fast is a big plus. Fat fast for a day is a big plus for me, followed by a water fast for 24 hours. Just to get some different things going on there. I know there's some people out there who don't believe in any fasting at all. And some people tell me my protein is too low, and some people tell me I should have, less protein and more fat. And, I'm just trying, I listen to a variety of people, and I take things from each one, we are all different, and I am building what I think will work for me personally. And I encourage everybody to do the same. Try some of these different things and don't get discouraged if they don't work. Just take what you do learn from it and apply it to the next thing. I mean, we didn't get overweight overnight, or in a week or a month. Many of us, like myself, have had a lifetime of obesity and weight issues. I've lost over 130 pounds, and I was that overweight for almost my entire life. I mean, I started out overweight as a toddler. and so those issues, underneath it all, even if you haven't been diagnosed with, type 2 diabetes, you still could be insulin resistant, is what I'm learning. And that may have been myself. It may still be myself, but each of us is different and different things are going to work. So if what I do, doesn't work for you, try something else, because this is personal to me. I'm sharing my journey just in case it does help somebody, or even if it just convinces you to take a look at what you're doing if you're stuck and try something new. So, in March, I'm going to just be mixing it up, trying new things, trying to keep things going. Maybe I'll get another Whoosh. Maybe I'll stay the same. Yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts for the day, is to think about metabolic confusion, fool your body into think something is happening, and you just never know what's going to happen. On that note, if you have not tried the Sardine Challenge, I highly encourage you to give it a shot. I have even made a cheat sheet. You'll see it up here. It gives you the basic guidelines. There's even the little recipe on here for the sardine sauce that came out of my group. Thank you, Judy, for the idea. There's tips and tricks on here. I tried to cram all the information I could into this. So I'm going to put the link below. It's on my website. You don't have to sign up for email or anything like that. You just need to go to the link that I'm going to provide. I did a little blog post about the 72-hour challenge. And if you scroll down to the resources at the end, it says download cheat sheet. And it's just a Google Doc. You can just download it, keep it on your desktop, print it out, whatever you want to do. So yeah, just a little extra thing to help you. You can put it on your fridge for those 3 days of the challenge. I just love it. I'm going to do it again in March, maybe twice. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I got lots of sardines left from the last one. So anyways, we had a bunch of snow overnight, and I am going to wrap this up, change my clothes, and get out there and get some steps in by shoveling the driveway. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.